serious right now. Like, we are more prepared. Like, I promise you, you are probably one of the most prepared teams in this league. That is for a fact. Like, you guys know, we give you all the amount of information you need. Control the controllables. Control the controllables.
As each game goes on, I think we're getting more comfortable with each other.
The preparation starts now.
While the record still leaves some to be desired, Indiana playing a lot better as the season has gone on.
They've been a lot more competitive, so I think that was kind of one of the things that you expected. You expect some growing pains when you have a very young team. Getting used to the pace, speed, and quickness and physicality of the WNBA game. Sometimes that inconsistency leads to losses, and you kind of absorb those early. So I think that's one area that's really made vast improvements, and it's just you're making better decisions, taking better care of the basketball.
Development is a unique thing. I think a lot of times people are like, oh, are they developing this move or this move? The development is not always on the court, but it's also a mental game of we're going to keep working at this until you get better at it.
You have to be able to understand like what it is to be a pro. What is my daily schedule? You know, I have practice, of course, that's my job, but what am I doing outside of my practice time? What am I doing to take care of my body? What am I doing to recover? What am I doing to eat well? How do I get my energy up? Always trying to get better, better yourself, better the team. You never know when your number's called, but that you're ready when it is.
My goal this season is to be here for the players, really help them where they feel like they're coming up short. Getting a lot of extra shots, a lot of extra work with the players, just helping them grow where they think they need growth, helping them with their confidence, staying sharp. You know, you don't want one bad day to turn to 2 bad days. So being there for them, really helping them, guiding them with details and little things, pulling them off to the side would be my role primarily. Gym starts to die down like it did at the back end of the practice. That's when we need to come together. We do it in the beginning, but we also got to do it in the midst of things.
I think my role might be different than other assistants because, you know, I'm just coming into this really fresh from being a player. But I want to be able to help players navigate, you know, coming into the professional world, especially we've got a lot of young players coming into the league. The quicker we can do it now. This is one of those years where we can really take a next step, and just all of them being on board and following in Christy's footsteps and what we've kind of want our team to look like.
I'm going to talk and I'm going to show and I'm going to tell you the important teaching points. We as coaching staff want to build that here feels better for them first and foremost. We want the experience for all these players to be great, and when the experience is great, then I think this is where you get that good feeling, you get that buy-in. We're all excited to be in this together.
Melissa Smith is doing a great job leading her team this year. She's been extremely dynamic, making sure she's on the board, shooting those open shots. I think her confidence is growing game by game. She's doing a great job getting her teammates open and being coachable.
Melissa Smith has been on fire lately for the Fever. She had almost 30 points against the Phoenix Mercury earlier in the week, but just takes it rips. She is so strong and balanced anytime she gets to the rim.
My approach was just to get better, you know, just work on things that I wasn't as good at last year and just improve in every area. And I've been working on shooting threes a lot and making moves to the left and just improving on everything.
And you've seen her game mature in that way. For her to be able to assume that role and continue to learn through some of the adversity that she's faced, especially this season.
She's got to continue to do that every night. She's just a mismatch for whoever they put on her because she's so good around the basket as well.
I get to the free throw line a lot, but I want to get to it a lot more than I did last year. I say that's where the easy points is at when like attacking, and I feel like I've gotten a lot smarter with reading my defenders, whether they're like bigger than me so I know to blow by or like smaller so I can shoot it. Seeing the improvement and just seeing how much of a difference this year is than last year.
It's a baptism by fire. We have a lot of young faces, and you really have to develop the experience by putting those young players on the floor.
development for me, especially with these young players, is we have to trust the work that you're doing, right? There's no magic, snap of the fingers, okay, now you're gonna understand it. There's just a process of continuing to work and continuing to work. And the more you put the work in, the more comfortable you're gonna feel and the more confident that you're gonna be on the floor. And I think that is what it comes to with development, is really just helping them put the work in and understand that you are getting better. Here are the areas you're getting better, and we're going to keep working at it until you see that improvement in yourself.